It's one of the most astonishing journeys in the natural world, and it's made by a moth, not a bird, not a whale, a tiny insect, with a brain smaller than a grain of rice. Meet the Bogong moth. Every spring, these little flyers leave behind the flatlands of southeastern Australia and embark on a one-way journey up to 1,000 kilometers, over 600 miles, to find shelter in freezing mountain caves. Their destination? Just a handful of cool, high-altitude caves that stay cold enough to survive the brutal summer heat. And here's the wild part. These moths only make this journey once, then they die. Their babies? They make the same epic trip the next year, with no one to guide them. So how do the newborns find their way without maps or mentors? It turns out these moths are using tools that rival ancient sailors, magnetic fields, and stars. In an astonishing experiment, scientists tethered moths in a simulated night sky, no magnetic fields, just stars. When the stars matched their real positions, the moths flew in the right direction. Flip the stars upside down, the moths turned around and flew the wrong way. Yes, they're literally navigating using the Milky Way. Scientists even found neurons in their tiny brains that respond to the brightest part of that galactic stripe, the Carina Nebula. How is this possible? The Bogong's brain is smaller than a tenth of a grain of rice. Yet inside, it processes magnetic fields, barometric pressure, starlight, and more. Professor Eric Warrant and his team believe the moths combine magnetic cues with visual sky patterns, switching between them depending on weather and disruption. When all goes right, up to 2 billion moths arrive in these sacred mountain sanctuaries in a good year. But sometimes, things go wrong. Artificial lights in cities like Canberra confuse them. Drawn to brightness, they spiral and swarm in the wrong places. It's not that they think it's the moon. Scientists say they just instinctively keep their top side toward light and get stuck in endless loops. The stakes are high. These moths feed an entire ecosystem, including the endangered and adorable mountain pygmy possum. But disaster struck. A catastrophic drought in 2017 caused a 99% crash in Bogong moth numbers. The possums nearly starved. Now, in 2025, they've made a comeback. But scientists warn that climate change is making droughts more frequent, and this ancient stellar journey could be at risk. Against all odds, the Bogong moth is a master of the skies, a celestial traveler, and proof that even the smallest creatures can hold the biggest mysteries. A brain smaller than a grain of rice? Navigating a galaxy? What else might nature be hiding? Subscribe now to explore more incredible animal journeys. LG News.